Hello friends, I hope you're well. Today I have a small new studio vlog for you. I'll work on a commission, sketch something on my sketchbook and show you what I've been up to these past 2 weeks. Navigating through my commissions and work in general during summer is definitely very challenging. I definitely prefer working traditionally during this time, and I've actually been working on my classical portfolio lately, which is something I've always wanted to do since I was a child, but I've never actually committed to that, so that is one thing. And if you saw my previous vlog, you already know. And yes, there has been a big heat wave here in Europe, and contrary to popular belief, in Italy we actually do have air conditioning. I've never known anybody without an air conditioning unit in their home. I do have it too, but not in this particular room, so it gets very hot in summer. My equipment overheats, my phone shuts down, actually crazy, so I have to film at certain hours and try my best to preserve my devices. Right now I am wrapping up a portrait commission for a client that actually asked me about 12 or 11 portraits for a project she wanted to work on, and I think this one is turning out very cute. When it comes to commissions, for now I only work digitally as I always did. I have done a mixed media commission that was indeed a mix of digital and traditional art, as you've seen me do many times in my videos. It was a test. That was one of my OG clients that asked me, but officially I do not offer traditional commissions yet. I probably will in the future, but let's see. And while I work on this one, I want to answer a couple questions you guys asked me both here and on my IG, just to chat a little bit. I have a question about screen size and if you could potentially use and work on a 11 inches screen, for example the iPad screen. And I want to take this chance to give you some suggestion on eyes elf and back elf when drawing for a long time. General answer, yes, you absolutely can. There's no limit in the size of the screen, to be honest. It all depends on preference. The way your eyes react to long sessions of work on a smaller screen. Some people might be the opposite. For them, working on a huge screen like a 27 inch screen might feel too on their face. So if we're only talking about size, it's really a matter of preference. My suggestion, if you're interested to an iPad, is to go to an Apple store and try the models there so you can see which one is more comfortable for you. Your hand size is also to take into consideration in this equation, so if your hand is a bit larger, you might probably feel discomfort drawing on a smaller screen. My hand is definitely on the smaller side, and people ask me very often what kind of iPad do I own, because it looks huge, and it's the 12.9 inches iPad Pro 3rd gen. It's very old at this point, but it still works perfectly. And for example, I suffer from migraines and eye strain, so to me it's essential to have a slightly bigger screen. I would probably feel comfortable even on a 27 inches monitor tablet, for example. One thing I've always tend to do is getting way too close to the screen or the page when I draw. It's something I've done since I was a child at school. I've always smashed my head on the table when writing or drawing, which is definitely not ideal for your back and your neck and eyes too. It's a bad habit, and I kind of shaken it off the past few years, I think, even thanks to filming, because of course I cannot have my big head on the frame, so I try to keep myself away from the table, but sometimes I'll still do that. I find myself so close it's actually not okay, and I only notice when my neck starts hurting. So now that I'm done with rendering of this piece, the only thing left is the background that I'll do later on, but let's take a break for now. I'm going to ink my favorite pens. I'm actually a huge fan of writing and stylographic pens. I think these are beautiful objects to own if you like writing. Some artists also use them for inking. I've never tried because I don't have extra fine nibs, but the next stylographic pen I plan to get hopefully will be an extra fine, because I really want to try it for inking too. This one is the TWSBI Eco. It's not that expensive. It's kind of an entry-level pen, and it's also very easy to refill because it does have a piston mechanism. It pretty much sucks up the ink like a syringe, and this one is my daily pen, so I've lost count of how many times I've inked this up. My favorite ink that I've been using since forever is this Pilot one. I mean, if you know anything about inks, you know that Pilot is one of the best, at least in my opinion. It's very reliable, it's very intense, which I love in a black ink. And this is my secondary pen, which is a Pilot Kakuno. This one is much cheaper, around 12 euros I'd say, but it actually surprised me so much. I love how smooth it is and the way it writes. I pair it with this one, which is the Shikiori ink. Kind of matches the color of the pen very well. This ink is one of my favorites, and it's kind of a maroonish rouge color with a slight pink hue. And actually these sets from Sailor are inspired by the weather. For example, this one, I believe it means autumn rain, and I live for these things. To be fair, I wish I owned more stylographic pens. There are so many that I love and I hope to own one day. It's definitely a very expensive hobby, and if you're like me and have so many interests and hobbies, it's very difficult to keep up. Of course, as artists, I believe we are all obsessed with stationery, so I've never known an artist who isn't, and I try to nurture this type of hobbies as much as I can. I think that sometimes we lose the sense of what is worth buying and where we actually spend our money. I had this conversation with my boyfriend and friends some time ago. Hobbies like reading, playing an instrument, or even writing, I think are worth spending your money for. Of course, this is a general talk. Obviously, the first thing you should think of is groceries and survival items, so take this as a discussion related to hobbies only, please. Thing is, for example, I could spend hours contemplating if I should get a pen that I really enjoy, and I still haven't bought that. But I told myself, don't we usually spend hundreds for devices that will become obsolete in about 4 to 5 years, like smartphones, for example? And that is the truth we cannot really deny. While a stylographic pen or a musical instrument is an object that, yes, can be expensive, but you will own it for the rest of your life, unless you break it, of course. Those are objects that don't become obsolete, and that really hit me for a second. Like, am I really contemplating this? I own several different guitars, and the majority is not that expensive. I have got them in different periods of my life pretty much, and the most expensive guitar I own, I didn't even want to get it. I was like, oh no, this is way too much, and not only it costs half of the price of my phone, it will be my life forever. I will own this guitar forever, and it's crazy to think about. We overthink so much to buy a high quality object, whether it is a pen or a guitar or an object that you enjoy, that will be in our lives forever, that makes us happy, and we don't have the same thought process for electronic devices. And don't get me wrong, I love technology, I love to see what's new, I'm a big tech person, but if you have a budget set aside that you know you can use for something you love that will be yours forever, I would say don't hesitate. For today's little sketch, I decided to color it with alcohol markers and go with the same tone all over. So I decided for green. I don't know, it looked kind of like some sort of forest fairy. As you can see, I'm still using my little A5 sketchbook, which does so well with alcohol markers. It's honestly crazy. I've used better paper that doesn't work that well with alcohol markers, so that is probably why I am enjoying them so much. I used to dislike them, but I think I kind of got the hang of it now, and I'm slowly getting better at using them and blending. As you can see, I'm also getting more confident. Trying new tools is always challenging because there's always a learning curve. I really suggest you to go ahead and try. You might be surprised of the result and end up loving something that you thought wasn't really for you. So I really hope you enjoy how this one turned out. The markers I'm using today are by Ohuhu. I have a big set. I think they are 120 plus a skin tone set. that I got years ago. I think these are very nice. Some years ago I've also tried Copic markers, which of course are way more expensive, and I must say the ink is also much less inside the marker itself, but these are a fantastic alternative in my opinion. The only difference I experienced is the nib is way sharper in these ones and bends a little bit less, but I don't think it's a problem at all. And after I'm done with coloring, as you probably noticed, I don't do my line art before, I do it after to avoid smudging. This pencil right here is a Faber-Castell 14B, so it's very dark. I love how it looks for lashes and to deepen some parts of the line art. I hope you enjoyed this little sketchbook session and my little ramble. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and click the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course you can find my brushes on my Ko-fi. My commissions are now open on Vegan, and you'll find everything in the description below. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!